Hey everyone, I thought we would take a little time to look at some fears we can get, just talking about fear and how do they even develop? And maybe is there fear in your body and your movement and you don't realize it? And just by watching somebody move and breaking down some of the lies you might have been taught in the gym or by a physical therapist or something, or a personal trainer, maybe more likely, or some kind of health instructor, anyway, that maybe you've developed these patterns of fear of movement in your body, not consciously, well, sometimes very consciously, right? But over time, it just becomes how you're moving, and it's very easy to see it when people move. I've watched people move and just, wow, okay, so you've been taught to do this, right? And they're like, well, yes, this is good movement pattern. You can see this tension line in their body, and what I'm talking about, there's lots of different things, but one of the most common is squatting and bending forward, but we're going to talk mostly just about squatting and moving through the hips and knees, but back is included in that. And people have often been taught, like, don't let your knees come together. So you see them squat and their legs are pulled apart and there's tension in this whole outer line of their body. And it's just, oh, they get to relax and let go. The body is actually designed to roll together. We're designed to pronate and supinate. People will talk about, I'm a pronator, I'm a supinator. You're all designed to pronate and supinate, not just through your feet. When they mean that, they mean maybe I overdo one or I underdo one, but we all pronate and supinate, or we should. It's normal. But it doesn't just happen in our feet. It happens all the way up the chain. And there's this pattern of motion. And it should happen. And we get to let it happen. And yeah, I don't mean that your knees bang together and you collapse, right? But through the range that you can control, which is just the range that you're doing, right? If you can't control it, and your knees bang together, then you can start with a really mini squat and build up. So I actually want to look together at Michael Jordan. So I grew up in the era that Michael Jordan would be, um, playing and the best dunker in the world and all of that kind of stuff. And so it just, there's slow-mo videos on him of him online, and I just want to watch that his knees don't stay apart as he gets low. You go down into a squat and you spring back up. You're creating a spring. If your legs stay apart and there's tension, you can't actually go down, but you force yourself down, and it's so much tension. And so you get to let yourself melt down, and to melt down, you're going to pronate and roll your legs towards each other. So we're going to watch this together. I am going to share my screen and we will see this. And I want you to just, even right here, this other guy, his leg is coming in, but watch Michael Jordan right here. As he comes up, he's going to, let's see, he's not doing what all those personal trainers, maybe I'm not bashing anybody, but just what we've been taught. His knees going in. Wait, aren't you supposed to keep your knees apart? No, they go in. Okay. And then he actually has some propulsion to take off. This guy's knee isn't going way out. It's going slightly in, going in right there. And now we're just watching it fly, right? But um, so I just want you to notice that and watch the knees come together right here. They're not staying apart. They come together. And then he can spring because we're creating a spring. I'm not saying you have to do what he's doing, right? You don't have to jump that high. You don't have to squat with that much propulsion, but it is the natural motion. Look at that knee come in. Aren't you taught to keep it out? This is the natural way to move. Okay. And of course, it's kind of beyond natural how high he can go. But that doesn't mean we should all be moving exactly the opposite way under a load of tension. So I want you to sometimes realize that maybe if you're constantly trying to move differently than your body is allowing you to move, it's not actually how you're supposed to be moving, that it is fear. Okay. You might not be thinking, I'm in fear, right? And so, well, that's not fear, Janet. But when we're thinking, have to move exactly right all the time. If we're thinking, I'm going to support my body. I'm going to teach it with repetition how to contract and relax these muscles. Great. But I see you moving and it's tension, keep my legs apart. When especially it is not natural to keep your legs apart, to go down into a squat. Your hips need to roll in, kind of slide and get out of the way. Your knees need to come together. Your feet need to plant toward the ground. That's just how we're designed. And so we get to allow that to happen. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. There's just sometimes we have to kind of face, why am I tensing these muscles? Can I let them go? Can I teach my body to move, but gently? Because yes, we can teach it to move, but it would be, okay, I'm going in and now my legs are going to bang against each other if I let them go again. Well, then you don't have the strength to go through that range yet. Start building it up. That's what I mean by just teaching your body little by little to relax, melt into the ground. But if you don't have the strength to do it all the way, that's okay. Just do part and build up slowly. And it should be relax down and then work to come up, not fight to come down and then have it overpower. So the relax down, it's to set up the spring so you can spring up. So anyway, just thought it would be good to go together and, smash a fear and let your body relax. Join us, janetmassey.com. I go over more of this stuff in my Happy Feet stuff, which is in my Align membership now. I've added it in to all the levels of Align membership because why not? And you can just learn more things like this, how to just work with your body. And in somatics and self-lymph, we just get to care for our body and learn to communicate with it. So anyway, hope that's helpful. Have a wonderful day.